So this is about combination of complex numbers and quadratics. So if you remember, in quadratics there is a formula, quadratic formula, to instantly find the roots.
Yeah, for AC
Hmm.
divided
Of
by 2, right?
2a.
Right, yeah.
So basically, okay, if I ask you what is the fundamental difference between, let's say, square root of 2 versus square root of negative 2, what is the difference?
Um,
Spot the difference basically.
I mean, they are almost same.
They're
So
almost
you
same,
can,
but not
yeah.
exactly same, right?
Actually, I'm not sure about it.
I mean, spot the difference. Objectively looking at that,
It's just a sign difference. That's it.
yes, the sign is inside the square root.
Yeah.
So this is a real number.
Eventually, it will be plus, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, under root of minus 2 will be 2. I mean, plus sign, whatever will be answered.
No, this cannot escape. Inside the
Oh,
square root, it cannot escape.
okay.
This is a complex number
Mhm.
or imaginary number. This is root negative 1 into root 2.
Okay. So if under root minus 4, then it will be 2 or minus 2.
Root minus 4, right?
Yeah.
So it will be root negative 1, 1 into 4, right? Like this.
Okay. If we want to remove the root, then how we can do it?
Yeah. So you might have already come across this. What do we call this?
Iota?
Iota.
Yeah.
And root 4 means
Root 4 means 2
square root
root
of 4 is 2.
2 root 2.
Square root
Oh
of
yeah,
4 means 2.
that's what I'm asking you. No problem.
So this value is 2 times iota.
Yeah.
So that is what it means. So whenever you see negative inside the square root,
So iota means root minus 1
yeah, correct.
or minus
Root of minus 1.
minus 1 means iota square means minus 1. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you see negative inside of square root, it's an assurance that it is not real number,
Okay.
complex number or imaginary number.
Mhm.
And this one was in the top. This one, square root of negative 2 was
Complex number.
root 2 iota. Right out.
Imaginary, no?
Yeah. So okay. So basically, if we scroll down, if inside of square root becomes negative, okay,
Mhm.
it becomes imaginary quantity, imaginary number, correct?
Means iota.
It becomes like an imaginary number or imaginary quantity, yeah, associated with iota. But same thing, if inside of the square root is positive number, then can we say it is an imaginary number?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
It is not imaginary, right? See, inside of square root, let's say positive 2. If it is a positive number,
So it will be complex.
it is a complex, but to be more precise, we call it as a real number.
Oh yeah.
All numbers are complex, okay? Whatever the number you can think of are complex numbers.
Okay.
It's
So
just
root
that
2 will be real, and if it's minus, then it will be imaginary.
square root, so negative should lie in inside the square root like this to make
Yeah.
it imaginary.
Okay. If it's outside, then it will be real.
Yeah. Apart from all cases where the negative is not inside,
Mhm.
all those cases will be real.
Real.
Okay. So if inside of square root is positive, it becomes real number. So if you notice something in the formula, the quadratic formula which we have like this, do you see a square root like this?
Yeah. Mhm.
So studying this inside thing makes it important. Correct?
B square minus 4ac.
B square minus 4ac, we call it as, we have a name for that. Do you remember?
B square minus 4ac.
Discriminant.
Discriminant. Okay.
Discriminant. So this inside, whatever is inside this square root,
Mm-hmm.
we call it as discriminant. So if,
Discriminant.
or d, discriminant, d for discriminant. So if b
Okay.
square minus 4ac, this quantity is positive, roots x values are dash.
Roots values are.
X values, if this inside square root value, if it is positive,
Mhm. If it's positive, then it will be real number.
so if b square minus 4ac greater than 0, positive means greater than 0,
Yeah.
roots are real. Any doubt?
Yeah. Yeah.
So similarly, if b square minus 4ac is negative, less than 0,
That will be imaginary.
imaginary.
What if it's equal to 0?
If it is equal to 0, so x value was minus b plus or minus root of something upon 2a, right?
Mhm.
So if we say this value is 0, we get minus b by 2a.
Yeah.
So that means technically there should be two values for x, right? Quadratic means
Yeah.
those two
Plus and
values, the two roots are equal to each other. Equal to each other.
mm,
So b square minus 4ac equal to 0 means roots are what?
equals to 0 means equal to each other.
Same or equal to each other.
So,
So these are the conditions. So studying that inside the square root term is extremely important. So whenever they say roots are real roots for quadratic, we equate this formula, use this formula.
then d will be greater than 0.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's discuss further. Let's say there was a quadratic equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Can you use the quadratic formula? Tell me the x value.
So it will be minus b minus 1 plus and minus 1. And other side will be minus 1 plus under root 5 by 2.
The y is 5.
1 plus 4. Oh no. So it will be minus 3 only.
Same, minus 3. The only difference
Minus.
between these two values is
Yeah.
negative here, positive here.
Right,
That's
right,
it.
yeah.
Apart from that, everything is same.
We don't need to solve more, right? That's it.
No. I mean, this is a special case. We need to study. That's it. That is enough. I mean, you can look at the options and determine how deep you want to go. Whether you want to solve fully or you want to leave the answer here.
If I want to solve this one, how can I do it?
Put it in the
What will be the step?
calculator.
Oh, okay.
When, did you find it? Are calculators allowed?
No, I just had a call with them. I forgot to ask. I'll ask him. I'll put a reminder.
Okay. Hmm. And what is the format and how many questions?
Yeah.
If possible,
They have
also,
sent me PDF. I'll send you. Just give me a minute.
yeah, if possible, also check the weightage.
Yeah.
You know what is weightage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so how to write this in terms of iota?
Terms of iota.
Negative infinite
Minus.
square root, right? How to do that?
Yeah. Minus 3 will be iota square and iota.
See, minus 1 minus
Okay, how we do that?
root minus 3 means
Okay. Yeah. Root minus 1 minus into root 3. Yeah.
like this, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And there was plus here instead of minus.
Mhm.
So minus 1 minus root 3 into iota by 2.
Root by 2. Yeah. And other side will be plus.
Root 3 iota by 2. So these values are special values.
Yeah. They
These are
both are
called,
imaginary.
yeah, these are called, we have a name for that. Omega square. Omega means cube root of unity.
For this kind of value.
Yeah, these are the values for omega. There are some conditions actually. X is equal to omega, right?
Hmm.
So your original question was x square plus x plus 1, right?
Yeah.
So x satisfies this equation.
Hmm.
So omega square plus omega plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the
Okay.
first point that is important. Second point is omega cube is equal to 1. If you cube the omega, it will be 1. 2 points which are important to remember.
Mhm.
And omega means root of x value from this quadratic equation.
Yes.
So these two formulas are important. I think that's enough for quadratics and complex numbers. Okay.
Oh. Mhm.
So let us jump on to some questions. Okay, start from this question.
Which among the following is a quadratic equation? The third one.
Yeah. So basically, this is called a quadratic.
Yep, equations.
What is this called?
Quadratic. Cubic.
Cubic. Cubic means highest power of x is.
3.
So makes sense, right? Cubic.
Yeah.
And what
In
about this?
quadratic, highest power of x will be 2 only, right?
Yeah, 2, right?
Hmm.
It's not that it should be on the left. It can be
Hmm.
anywhere.
Anywhere.
And what about this?
Hmm. Not sure.
What is the highest power of x?
1.
1. So 1 means linear.
Linear. Okay.
What is this?
No idea. There is no x.
See that even though we
Complex.
we've been doing about x, it's not like that. The thing is, it's about the variable. If you even if you write 2k square plus 3k plus 1, this is a quadratic.
Quadratic. Yeah.
So instead of x,
Oh,
we treat x as what? It's just a
anything. Yeah.
yeah, variable. So based on that logic, this is called
Linear.
hmm, linear. I think you understand why.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say 5 minus 9x square. What is this called?
5 minus 9x square. It won't be quadratic or linear, right?
Okay, how do we determine that?
It's incomplete.
See,
So
even if
we
it is
call it.
incomplete, we don't care about that actually. Even if there is
Okay.
one term,
Mm-hmm.
highest power of x is still
Quadratic.
2, right? So it is a quadratic.
Oh, okay.
So even if I write one single term,
Mhm.
1x
It doesn't
square,
need to be a complete
hmm, just focus on what is the highest power of x in the
power.
question. So what
Mm-hmm.
about this? Only one term,
Quadratic.
still a quadratic, okay?
Yeah.
What if I write 2x cube? This
Cubic.
simple, right? What if I write 5x minus 6x square? This is a
Quadratic.
okay. So we focus on highest power of the variable x. It's not about
Mm-hmm.
x, but even if it is k, things like that.
Yeah. The roots of equations. X square plus 3x minus 18 equals to 0. A equals to 1, B equals to 3, C equals to minus 18. This is okay. Six, 3 plus 6 minus 3. Factorize 3. And what was the step 2?
Okay, first step was multiply AC.
Factorize
AC is equal to negative 18. Factorize this. You got what?
6, 3 plus 6 minus 3.
This is correct. So 6 minus 3 is 3, right?
Yeah,
So it matches with the middle term. So
yeah.
from here, I'll tell you the trick. What happens is 6 and minus 3, right?
Hmm.
So x positive 6 multiplied by
X minus
x negative 3.
3.
This is the factorization, not the root, okay?
Okay.
There was still is equal to 0.
Hmm.
Yeah. So x values are the roots, right?
Yeah.
So equate
So
them
answer will,
individually.
yeah. So answer will be plus 6 plus 3. Minus
X,
6 plus 3.
yeah, x plus 6 is 0 or
Yes.
x minus 3 is 0. So 3 and minus 6, okay?
Hmm. And in the last step, we divide by value of A, right?
Yeah.
So it will be the same.
I mean, if you
Minus
want to
6.
do it like that, after finding this 6 and minus 3, right?
Hmm.
Divide by a, okay? And
Okay.
then flip the sign. So minus 6 plus 3 is the answer.
Hmm.
This is what we
Okay.
got, right?
Hmm.
So two steps. First thing is flip the sign of obtained factors.
Hmm.
A dot obtained factors. Second one is division by what value?
A.
Hmm. Two steps. Simple, right?
Yeah.
So what is the right option? That is also important to pick.
Um. Minus 6 plus 3. Second.
Hmm. Yeah.
Minus 2 is the root of equation x. 2x, x2 is the same thing, right? Ox
Square
square.
root. Square. Quadratic, right? Yeah. Minus 4 and
2.
that's it. These are roots.
2 is the root of the equations.
True or false?
It will be false, right?
False. correct? So you have found the roots like this, but the actual method is to
with the formula.
check if negative 2 is root,
Oh, okay.
plug it in.
Just put a value in x.
Hmm. X is equal to negative 2, right? So negative 2 ka square plus 2 into x. Negative 2 minus 8.
If it's 0, then only it will be true
Yeah,
or no?
and let's see. This I'm
4.
writing, dropping as it is.
Hmm.
So minus 8 is equal to 0. This is
Hmm.
not correct.
Not correct. Okay.
So therefore 2 is not a root. And negative 2 is not a root.
Hmm.
See, you cannot factorize every single quadratic equation that is given, okay?
Hmm.
For this question, you are able to factorize and find the roots. But let's say if I consider the previous example, x square plus x plus 1. Can you try it?
With the same -2,
No?
x value will be -2, right?
Yeah, try it if x is equal to minus 2, whether it is a true or false root.
No, it's false. The
False,
answer
right?
is +3. Yeah.
So x is not 2. So you get
Hmm.
4 minus 2 plus 1. So
Hmm.
it's not 0, right?
It's +3.
Yeah. So you plug it in to check if left side and right side matches.
Okay.
You might have heard the infamous phrase LHS equal to RHS in schools.
So, yeah. Hmm. Okay, so I know this. If the discriminant d greater than 0.
They're asking what?
Oh, greater. No, no, no. It will be imaginary part.
Yeah, less than 0, right?
Yeah, less than 0.
So complex.
Hmm.
Okay. Imaginary or complex. Then the options should be more precise, but maybe that's the
Hmm.
level of this course. Okay, next.
The nature of the roots of the equation x squared plus 3x. We have to find the roots first, right?
See, nature of roots. See, if the question is unclear, if you have if you haven't come across a term which you are familiar with before,
Mhm.
why not just study the options? What are they trying to say? Can you get a hint from learning this?
They want to know that if roots are in the roots, or it's real or equal or complex or real or distinct.
Yeah. Did we come across this method before? How to
Complex?
identify?
No, no, no.
See,
I'm not aware about this thing. I
see,
think, yeah.
see, we just discussed about the significant part, D part.
Yeah,
If it was
distinct.
positive, we say roots are
Real.
real. So real and distinct, that is the phrase, complete phrase.
Okay.
Negative
Okay, so
means
imaginary, complex, whatever it is.
imaginary or complex roots.
Okay. They both comes together. Okay.
And is equal to 0 means
Same.
equal. They are still real, okay?
Yeah.
Minus b by 2, right? X is equal to
Mm.
real number.
Yeah.
So, so we just, from the given formula, we just find the value of discriminant and determine if
Mm.
it is positive, negative or 0. Find that.
So we have to. Okay, so we just need to find it discriminant.
Yeah. Nature of roots means d value.
Okay. So it will be minus 11.
So minus 11. So positive or negative?
Negative. So
Yeah, so 9 minus
complex.
20. Yeah, 11.
Imaginary or complex roots.
So D is equal to 3 square minus 4 into A into C.
5.
Yeah, 5. So minus 11. This value is
Imaginary and complex root.
so complex. Okay.
Hmm.
No doubt, right?
But they have asked for the nature of the roots. So don't we have to find the roots,
They
the
are not
two value?
saying value of roots. They are not asking value of roots. How much is the value of roots?
Or if they ask for a nature of the roots, then we have to calculate by the formula.
Yeah, nature means, I mean, you can look at the options also. What is the best fitting option? We don't need to find the roots, right? If you
Hmm.
look at the options. So value of roots means x values. Nature of roots means
Discriminant value.
nature of roots means d value. So these are the key points I'm writing. So I suggest you to revise the class notes also.
Yeah, I'll do that. By roots, we have to create the quadratic equation.
Hmm. So far we are going from here to here, right?
Yeah.
From formula to answer. But now
Roots.
answer to formula. Reverse way.
Yeah. So we have to do a product of these two, right?
I mean, this was the last topic which we learned in the previous class actually. There was a
Oh.
method.
So 1 plus iota it equals to 0, like this.
No, no, no. What? It's not like that. It's there is a formula. X minus first root into x minus other root.
Oh yeah, x minus alpha into x minus beta.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
So basically, the direct formula is x square minus x into alpha plus beta, sum of roots
Mm-hmm.
plus product of roots.
Okay.
So x square minus x
So in
into
this case, alpha will be 1 plus iota and beta will be 1 minus iota.
yeah, roots,
Okay.
sum of roots plus
Product of the roots.
how much is the sum of roots?
Sum will be 2
That's it, right?
minus iota minus, it will be only 2, right?
Yeah, 2 only, right? See, 1 plus
Yeah.
1 is 2. Iota minus iota is 0.
0, yeah.
Yeah, so
The
sum of roots is 0.
product will be
So notice
1
something. X square minus x into sum. Okay,
plus product.
like this. Here it should be 2.
What if the roots will be both in plus? Then sign will be plus.
No, no, no. Sign will still be negative. It's just that you have to perform addition in this inside.
Okay. So formula will be fixed. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
need to change
No
anything.
need to change. Just if you ratamaro this formula, that will be enough. Okay.
Yeah. And product will be 1. Okay. 1 minus I square minus, no, plus iota minus I square.
So product sum into difference.
Oh yeah, plus and minus. Then it will be 1 by, yeah. Okay. Right.
The difference of those quantities.
Yeah.
So 1 square minus I square means
1 square. 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus, yeah, 1 plus 1 2.
so basically answer is
X square minus 2x plus 2. equals to 0.
This is the answer. Which one is the option?
Third one.
Okay, yeah. It's just that we need to be a bit careful because
Yeah, the sign.
yeah, everything is kind of same, but
Yeah.
so scroll down. Let's talk about trigonometric identities. There are only 3 formulas, okay, in this topic, which are important to remember is,
In the whole topic.
I mean, trigonometric identities. There are like 3 to 4 videos, but it boils down to the same topic. Same 3 formulas. Sine square theta plus cosine square theta is
1.
1. What does this mean is, you see the both angles, same angles. So note, some observations are, both ratios, both trigonometry ratio are having same angle. So if I ask you randomly, sine square, let's say 1 degree plus cos square 1 degree, will be, this value will be equal to
1.
1. What about sine square 0.001 degree plus cos square 0.001 degree? This will be
Still 1, right?
still 1 because angles are same, right?
Yeah.
So sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1.
1.
So that is the significance which people often miss. And so yeah. So from that formula alone, we can say that sine square theta means 1 minus cos square theta, and cos square theta means
1 minus sine square theta.
so from here I can say sine theta value will be
1 minus cos theta.
root,
Oh yeah, root 1 minus cos square theta.
and cos theta will be
Under root 1 minus sine square theta.
same thing but different applications. So these are important. So this is about the first formula. The second formula is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1.
Oh.
Or we say 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta will be what?
So sec square theta.
Yeah. And do you notice something? This is difference of squares. Something square minus something square, right?
Yeah.
So can I write like, how can I write factored form?
Under root.
From here, let's say if a square minus b square, right? This will be equal to formula is
A square a plus b, a minus b.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Sum into difference. So sec theta plus tan theta.
Sec theta minus tan theta.
So this value was 1.
Okay.
So can I write like sec theta plus tan theta is equal to
1.
This value alone is, if you take this to the other side,
1 minus sec theta. Sign will change?
1 upon.
Okay. We can only take the face plus. Okay.
Like this.
Yep.
Yeah. So these are some formulas which are important to remember. Yeah, this is about the second formula. Okay. Third formula is cosec square theta minus cot square theta
equals to 1.
equal to 1. So this is also a formula. This is also in the pattern of a square minus b square.
Everything will be the same, right? Just the cosec and cot.
Yeah, cosec theta plus cot theta multiplied by
Plus minus.
minus cot theta is equal to 1.
So 1, yeah.
So if you take one of the values, cosec theta plus cot theta will be
1 by cosec theta minus cot theta.
trigonometry is all about remembering as much as possible the formulas. Okay, next is, yeah, from here we can also derive that cosec 1 plus cot square theta is
1 plus cosec theta.
1 plus cot square theta is
1 plus cot square theta is
when if you bring this one this
cosec square theta. Oh, cosec square theta.
cosec square theta.
Theta.
1 plus tan square theta was
1 plus sec square theta.
pattern is a bit similar, but it's important to remember those
Yeah.
formulas. So that's it. Whatever these formulas which we discussed so far are important. And one more small thing to remember is tan theta value. Okay, is actually equal to, you know, that tau r, right?
Yeah, the
There's also
inverse
one,
tan
yeah.
opposite by adjacent.
So there is one more formula also apart from that. That is equal to sine by cos.
Yeah, so I know that. Yeah.
So these are the important formulas in trigonometry.
Whole course.
I mean, if you understand the concepts, all concepts will be easy. So it's not like this is the topic is still basic math, right?
Mhm.
Don't worry, I'll explain the concepts. So applications of trigonometry. Okay, the pen is a bit lagging. 1 second. Yeah, applications of trigonometry. See, let's say there are two people who are standing on different buildings. Let's say there is a building like this here, but there is another building like this. Person A is standing, let's say, here. Another person is standing, let's say, here. Okay,
Mhm.
A and B. Obviously, if they are looking at each other,
They're
join their
making
angles
yeah.
like this, right?
Mhm.
This is called line of sight. Okay, so
Line of
basically,
sight.
how they are viewing each other in what direction. A will be seeing B like this, B will be seeing A like this.
Yes, yeah.
This is called line of sight, which is not that important, but okay. The situation. Obviously, he directly doesn't look at B. First he was chill. He was looking horizontally. He was enjoying the view, and then he discovered there was a person B down. So that means normally his head was horizontal level, but he has to tilt his head down, right?
Yeah.
So by
So
how
he's
he's tilting the head.
okay.
If it is down, that is called angle of depression.
It's depression, yeah.
So B was
Depression.
looking the very beginning, B was looking horizontally. Suddenly he discovers A presence. So he has to tilt his head like this, right? Head
Mhm.
out. He was looking horizontally, but he has to tilt his head up. So that is called angle of elevation.
Elevation.
elevated means up. And typically, so angle theta depression is equal to angle of elevation. The angle values will be same.
Same. Okay.
So this is the first point. Second point is, which we already know, which is angles of elevation or depression. Okay, they are measured horizontally or vertically.
Mm, the angle of elevation and depression are measured by
Are measured from horizontal level or vertical level.
horizontal, I believe.
Horizontal level, correct? From horizontal level. What do you mean by vertical means? Let's say this is a vertical level. This is not angle of elevation.
Yeah. Yeah, horizontally. Okay.
And this is not
Got it.
depression angle, elevation angle. That is not considered as elevation angle. So the only
Oh,
angle which we measure from horizontal level like this.
yeah.
He has to tilt his head, right? So from where
Yeah.
to where he is tilting. That is the thing. So this is about applications of trigonometry. That's it. If you understand this small concept, how the people
Yeah.
are viewing each other, how he is tilting, if he is looking down or up, things like that, it will be clear. Okay.
Okay.
So point 2 points. They are measured from horizontal level. This one, and the values will be equal.
Equal. Okay.
If A tilts 30 degrees down, if A tilts
Then
30 degrees down, B tilts
30.
30 degrees up.
Oh,
The value will be 30 degrees, it's just down or up, that will be changing.
yeah.
That's it.
It will angle of elevation.
So a certain angle is made from a point on the ground, which is 20
Which is
meters away from the
meter
building.
building.
To the
The
top,
top
he
of
is
this.
looking at the top, right?
Yeah.
Angle of
Elevation.
symbol.
Yeah. So it will be like this. The building is right here. 4 mm and 9 mm, 4 mm, and this will be 9. A, B, C. It will be like this.
Complementary means 90 degree. Two angles add up to 90 degrees.
Two angles.
Supplementary means two angles add up to 180 degrees.
Okay.
See, in alphabets, which comes first? C or S?
CS.
First comes C, right?
Yeah, C.
So C has the smaller value, 90 degrees.
Hmm.
S means it comes next. So
80.
S has the
180.
larger value.
Hmm.
Okay, like that you can remember. So C comes first, then S. So S is larger, C is smaller.
So in this, you have to find the length of the building. Huh?
Height of the tower.
Yeah.
This DC value. So they are saying that these two angles are complementary, correct?
Yeah.
So if one is x, other will be
One is x, then another will be
x degrees. Like if x degrees and y degrees are the angles,
angles. Okay.
x plus y is,
I didn't understand what.
if one angle is x degrees, other angle is
Why?
y degrees, they are complementary,
Okay.
right?
Okay. So
It is
90
given
degree.
complementary, right?
Yeah.
X plus y should add up to,
90.
so x plus y is 90. That is the first condition.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you can look at these triangles. So spot the right triangles. Okay. Whenever questions like this come, spot
Spot the
the.
right.
How many right triangles do you see?
Just one.
Where is it?
Uh, this one.
Is it this one?
Yeah, this one.
Is it just
There are
that?
two. One and two.
Hmm. So this basically we can apply
This
Sokatova
one and the whole.
to spot the right triangles
Yeah.
and use Sokatova for convenience.
Hmm.
I mean,
We have to find the longest side first. Right?
okay. So there is one small concept which is left. It's about the angles. We'll discuss in next class. Okay. So
Okay.
for now, we'll keep a hold on this question. Okay.
No problem.